Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Well, it's Wednesday the 14th of April, so we've been away now for 2 nights. We put a vlog out last night about being at Exbridge, which seems to have gone really well. We've got a few questions as well, which is good, which I'll answer a couple of those as we go. So today we've packed up, literally just put a few bits away, and the next thing is we're going to be heading to Woolacombe Sands Holiday Park. Now this is a caravan site in Woolacombe, which is in Devon on the North Coast. The site, it's quite a family orientated site. It's the nearest site to the beach itself. So once we get set up there, we should just be able to walk down into Woolacombe. There's a path that leads from the site straight into the town itself. So we'll see a bit more of that. If you're looking for a family site in Devon, this might be for you. Be interesting to see how Jules and I get on, because obviously we're a couple, not a family. There's no entertainment on because of COVID, but some of the facilities will be open, and I think there's somewhere to get food on site and a good shop, so it'd be nice to see. So Jules is just at the motorhome service point, and you can see there's a ground drain there. So we've got the rear near side corner over that, because that's where our grey waste emptying is. So we'll empty that out. We're not putting any fresh water in here because we'll be able to do that at Woolacombe Sands, because we've actually got a serviced pitch. Not that that's what I choose with a motorhome, but that's basically all that was left out of the decent pitches that I've booked. So there we go. So yeah, so Jules has emptied the grey waste, and that's about as difficult as it is when you come to empty your tank. So you pull over. If there wasn't a drain, what we do have is we do have the collapsed flexi pipes, and so if you're on a service pitch where you can't reach the drain point, you can connect the flexi pipes to your grey waste to drain the water. So there we go. So that's as difficult as that is. We're also going to empty the cassette toilet, which I won't show you, and I'm just going to put my rubbish in the bin. So that's it, and then we're on our way. So super. So we're not far out now from Woolacombe Sands Holiday Park, and I'll turn the camera around shortly so you can see the road in. Woolacombe is or Woolacombe, I'm sure I pronounced it wrong, as everyone tells me about my pronunciation of words, but Woolacombe it's a really popular place in Devon. It's got a massive beach, absolutely huge, Woolacombe Beach, and it's, I say, very popular. Now there's loads of caravan, motorhome and camping sites around Woolacombe. The one we're going to, it takes tents, caravans, motorhomes, campers. They've got pitches that are grass only, I think, grass with electric, hard standing with electric, and fully serviced pitches. They've also got a number of static caravans there that you can hire as well. There is a swimming pool. It won't be open when we're there, the outdoor one. I'm not sure if there's an indoor pool. I haven't had a massive look at the facilities because they're not the sort of things that I would use, but once we get there, we'll have a bit of a look around the site together, so we'll find out. Price wise, I booked this site just literally the end of March when I found out we were buying this motorhome. I had no bookings before that because we didn't have a motorhome, so I booked this site literally at the end of March, so we're talking what, a couple of weeks ago, and I got there was a few pitches left, of which one of them was the pitch we're going on. Now I'll just turn you around because this is the road now where we're going to sort of drop down into Woolacombe, so you might be interested to see this more than watching me talk. So this is the road that's going to drop us into Woolacombe. Now, as I say, the pitch that I booked, normally I'd have probably gone for just a hard standing with electric at this time of year with the motorhome, but the only ones that were left, I didn't really like where they were on the site, so I decided to go for the fully serviced pitch. So we're on Avenue 6, pitch number 19, and well, I hope we are, that's what I've booked, so we'll find out when we get there. But I quite like that pitch because it's at the end of a row, and I quite like end of the row, especially with having fudge, and I'm hoping we might have a bit of a sea view. As I say, we'll find out when we get there. Price wise, I think this has cost me about £25 a night. From what I remember, it's about £25 a night, maybe 26. I'm not sure off the top of my head, which I think is pretty good really. It's the Easter holidays still down here, so a lot of the schools are still off, so the site will be busy. So you know, for me, I think that's a pretty reasonable amount of money. What you'd normally get if the site was sort of fully open, which I'm sure it will be later in the season, after the 17th of May, will be entertainment, there's a bar and restaurant, and there's a few other things. So yeah, I think that's pretty good value. Obviously in summer I would imagine it's going to be considerably more. I don't know exactly, but a family site you might be looking at £30 or £40 more. So yeah, and as I say, this one's the nearest one to the centre, and you can walk straight down to the beach, so you don't have to take your car down. Other sites around here in Woolacombe, there's Woolacombe Bay Holiday Park, which isn't a million miles from Woolacombe Sands where we're going. A bit further up over on the hill there's Damage Barton. That's a popular site. We're actually going to have Damage Barton in August, so we're coming back down here in August, so that'll be nice. Woolacombe itself, it looks like there's plenty of nice little sort of bits there, like fish and chips. Obviously I'll be trying some of those, but the main draw I think is the beach, which we'll be doing a bit of walking with the dog, but if you've got kids they'd probably absolutely love it. So we're currently 4 minutes from the caravan site, so what I'll do is I'll jump back in and catch you when we're a little bit nearer. So we're just coming into Woolacombe now, and our site is literally just about a minute and a half now. So this is the main sort of route down into Woolacombe itself. I think there's a couple of other little roads, but this is the road we've taken. We can see the sea ahead of us. This is always when I get excited, when I can see the sea, because I've never lived anywhere near the sea, so I've always been looking forward to seeing it. I can see the beach down there as well. Now, we can arrive on site, check-in's from 2, although it says you can arrive from 1. So we are going to be arriving any minute, which is going to be 1:20 so hopefully we'll just be able to get checked in and then venture on to our pitch. I've prepaid. As far as I know, the toilets are open, and it says the showers are open, so I'll wait and see. I know some private sites have sort of decided to open theirs and said that they'll be cleaning them in between uses. I'm not sure how much of bending the rules is going on there, but you know, I don't know is the answer. So the entrance to our site should literally just be on the left here. So this is Woolacombe Sands if you're staying here. So as you can see, there's a signpost. We're just going to do a left turn into here, and then it looks like we follow it round to the right. So we're going to venture down here to book in at reception. So I'll let Jules take us down. I will venture into reception and go and find out what the crack is, and then hopefully we can get set up, because I'm really dying of thirst. I need a drink. It's been a really nice warm day today, and I've still got my great big coat on, so that's my fault. I didn't plan that very well. So we've following the signs round to reception, and
reception's there.
yeah, we'll carry on, Jules. I can always jump out. Right, so I've been to reception, and reception's actually on the left, not on the right. That's the bar and the clubhouse. So trust me to find that first. I don't even drink. But yeah, so reception's actually on your left. So I've been and checked in, and I've got a little map. So I'll turn you around again. So we're going to head now down the hill. As I say, if you came with a big unit, you might find the entrance here quite entertaining, but it's doable, don't get me wrong. But if it was busy, it'd be interesting. So I've checked in, which literally took a second. I've got a little map, and I've got a sticker for the motorhome. You know how much I like the stickers, so I've got a sticker. We are looking for Avenue 6, which is going to be down here, and then this right turn just by the play park. Clear my side, Jules. And our pitch is right down at the bottom on the right hand side. There is a path to the beach. If you look ahead now, I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and point. I don't know where I'm pointing. It says the beach anyway. I'm sure you can maybe see that. So where it says the beach, this here is on the right, this path, just here where this little golf cart is, that'll take you to the beach. You can walk all the way down into Woolacombe there. So that's good to know. And then, as I say, we're just down at the end. So these are sort of all hard standing pitches. It looks like they've all been redone, to be fair. But we've got our awning carpet as well, so Fudge can lay on that, so we won't be laying on stones. And I think we'll reverse in and then get our awning out set up to the right there, Jules, if that's okay. They don't really have any rules on how to pitch here. I didn't get told about how to do anything, so I think you literally just do what you want. So we will
go sideways.
We'll go. Yeah, I've seen people go sideways on some pictures, so you can obviously just literally do what you want. But we're going to reverse back and get our near side left corner right into the back of the pitch, because they seem quite good sizes. So there we go. And I'll just swing you back round again. I won't swing you too fast because you feel a bit sick. But what we'll do is we will get out, here it is, the good old levelling device. Jules, over to you. So we'll test where we tested at Exbridge, and as you know, at Exbridge we were bang on. Oh, we might have to get the levellers out here, Jules. What do you think? Yeah. So basically, we're down on the back end.
Down at the front. Front needs to come up.
Right. So the front needs to come up. So we'll get out our levellers and level ourselves. And then I'm going to open the fridge and get some drinks out, and it's lunchtime. So that was it. That was our drive down to Woolacombe Sands. We'll get set up, and then we'll have a walk around the site and get that done so we can show you the site. Then it'll be time to enjoy ourselves. So brilliant. We'll see you in a bit. So that's it. We're on the pitch. We're reversed in, as we said. Got the canopy out. Fudge is out. He survived the journey, you see. We've got the tables and chairs. The pitch is fully serviced, so we've got the water, electric and TV aerial. So we've got a Collapse Fresh Mini, which we've done a review of. So we just got the hose pipe from the Fresh Mini, which is 7 metres long, connected that up, fed it through, and we've put 75% water in the motorhome because we're here for 4 nights, and we're going to have some showers tonight. So we've got loads of water. There's also grey waste here, which we'll use the flexi pipes when we come to empty. So we've got an absolutely huge pitch. I mean, you can probably see it's massive. And as I say, about £25 a night, I think this has cost. So I'm really pleased with it. A bit later on, I'm going to walk back down, this is called Avenue 6. We'll walk back down here and I'll show you a couple of the other bits and pieces. I did establish that there is a indoor pool and an outdoor pool, and I've also established that I can order food to take away from the shop, which I'll be doing tonight, you'll be pleased to know. So I think some more fish and chips might be on the cards.
We don't eat really badly all of the time. I just want to say that. It is when we go away where we're just chilling out that I tend to be a bit lazy and buy food, but I think most people do that. So we'll have a walk around the site next and see what it's got to offer. Morning, so it's Thursday. We've been away since Monday and this is our first morning at Woolacombe. We arrived yesterday, we had a walk round as you saw and we got some takeaway food, which was alright to be fair. So we had a nice quiet night, really enjoyed it, very quiet site. And this morning we're up early and we're going to walk down the path from Avenue 6 that we're on. The path leads all the way down into the town centre, so we're going to venture into Woolacombe. Aren't we, Fudge? Have a look at the beach and see what's down there. So let's go and have a look at Woolacombe. Keeping him up, obviously. So yeah, super. Right, let's carry on then down the path. Come on, Fudge. So we're on the path and as you can see there's an amazing view as you walk down of the sea itself. The path, it's not particularly suitable for push chairs or wheelchairs or scooters or anything. It's certainly one for on foot or a mountain bike, but it's a nice path just to walk down and get you straight into Woolacombe itself. I presume you could probably walk down the road if you wanted to. I don't know because I haven't driven down the road yet, but That might be another option. So yeah, so this is the path, and off we go. So the footpath comes through a car park next to a small skateboard park and football pitch, and then you come out onto this road, and there is a playground as well on this road if you've got kids. So you carry on down to the end of this road, we can see the sea ahead of us, and we'll do a right turn at the bottom here, and then that'll feed us round into Woolacombe itself. There's a couple of shops on this road. There's a fish and chip shop and a pizza place, so if you're wanting to come down and get some food from the site as well, you're going to find them on this road here. So we'll trot round and have a closer look into Woolacombe. So just over my shoulder is Fudgy's Bakehouse. Pasties, sandwiches, all sorts of treats. So there's another shop, and then we'll turn around this way, and this is sort of another part of it as well. So once you've trotted into Woolacombe, there's a number of car parks. Well, there's absolutely loads, to be fair, and most of them look pretty generous, so if you have got a motorhome, parking should be fine. This time of year it's showing £5 for all day parking. This is sort of the edge of one of the car parks that I'm stood in now, and it literally is right on the beach. If you can see going over that direction, the beach goes all the way over to the far side. I think that's Pittsburgh over on the far side. I think there's a caravan site there as well, but it doesn't take motorhomes, just caravans. There are lifeguards here. There's also an Airstream on the beach. I presume that's maybe a cafe or something, but yeah, so that's the beach down here at Woolacombe. So we're going to carry on having a trot along. I think we're going to go along the Esplanade, which runs that way, so back round that way, which that would be in the direction of Ilfracombe. So we're going to probably walk along that path there, but then if you did want, you can walk that way. I think the South Coast path takes you along this sort of edge of the beach and takes you over to that far side, so you don't have to walk on the beach if you don't want to. Beach is dog friendly at the moment this time of year. I think it is all year round, to be fair, but I'd have to check a sign. But as you can see, plenty of dogs on the beach. So there we go. That's Woolacombe. We'll carry on exploring. Morning, it is now Friday, so we've been away since Monday. We're now on Friday. Yesterday we had a great day. We walked down into Woolacombe, as you saw. The beach was amazing. Fudge and I had a great time, and then we walked back up. The walk back up is a little bit more on an incline. It's all right going down because you're going downhill, but coming back it's a little bit more of a walk back up, so just be prepared for that, especially if it's a hot day. And then we got back, and last night I had some chicken and Jules had a pizza that I successfully cooked in the oven. Didn't burn it or do anything wrong with it, so we had a quiet night. And then today our plan is to venture to Ilfracombe, which is a town a little bit further away. It's about 15 minutes from here, so not far. So what we're going to do next is I've put away the bits in the motorhome, which is literally the kettle and the mugs, and that's about it, and the toiletries. And we're going to, on the pitch, we're going to empty the wastewater tank because our grey waste is up at 25%. So we're going to empty that on our serviced pitch, and that'll be using our collapsed flexi pipes, which are absolutely superb, and I do highly recommend them. from there, we're going to venture off to the Elson point, where we're going to empty the toilet, which is just at the end of our avenue. And then we're going to venture down to Ilfracombe. I think I found the car park where I'm intending on as parking. I've researched that, but I'll talk a bit more when we're en route. And then we'll have a trot round there, see what it's got to offer. And then we'll be back a bit later on. And then we're going to have a couple of days chilling out before we go home. So yeah, that's where we're at really. So let's head off and we will make our way to Ilfracombe. So yeah, I'll see you on the road. So that's it, we've emptied the waste, we've jumped in, and it's probably taken us literally 5 minutes, if that, to pack our bits away. I think the key is don't get a lot of stuff out, because the more you get out, the more you've got to put away, and it's probably going to put you off wanting to venture out. The only things I sort of leave out are the kettle, mugs, toiletries, the remote control, and that's about it. So we've packed everything up and we're going down into Ilfracombe, or Ilfracombe, or I'm sure there's some pronunciation that I'll get wrong. So what I'll do is I'll spin you around so you can see the road into Ilfracombe, and this is the A361. So we've jumped back on this from Woolacombe Sands. We've come back out, jumped back onto this, and this is literally going to drop us back down into Ilfracombe, which looks quite a big town. There's a lot of shops here, there's a lot of restaurants, bars, takeaways. It's another sort of seaside-y place, but it doesn't have the huge beach like Woolacombe's got. But it's got a nice sort of harbour, a little beachy bit that looks a bit more sort of, I don't know, like a volcanic sand type look. But we'll have a look when we get there because I've never been. There's also some supermarkets here, so it's a bigger setup than Woolacombe. So the car park we're heading to, I'll turn you around so you can see where we're going while I carry on talking. But this is the main road into the centre itself. The car park we're heading to, we're going to drive through the centre and out to the far side of the harbour. So we're going to like the west side of the harbour, and we're going to a car park on Hillsborough Road. Now there's loads of car parks down here. The reason I'm going to this one is it looks like it's got specific motorhome parking, so that just makes life a lot easier if you know you can just go and park there. Obviously we'll see what the crack is once we get to it. So this road now has literally dropped us down into the centre, and you just want to be following this road. It's going to go around to the right here, which is where we're going to go, and we'll be able to see the centre as we go through. So we'll follow this through. Now, as I say, not been here before, but there certainly seems to be plenty going on, and it's only 9:20 now, so it's quite early. We are early birds, not that Jules likes being early, but I do. So this is part of the main bit through. There's various roads that sort of cut through the centre with all sorts of little shops on and bits. I think it's one of those places where you probably just have to get out on foot and explore it. It's quite narrow, so if you're in your motorhome, you just have to be a little bit patient. Now as you get down to the bottom here, as you can see there's an archway to the left. We're going to bear round to the right, and that becomes the A399. So we'll bear round to the right to take us to the car parks. Down there, that's going to take you down to the harbour, and that becomes a pedestrian zone down to the left, so you don't want to be heading down there. So we're going to carry on down here, which is going to take us to many of the main car parks. So here it is, where it says toilets and swimming pool. You'll be able to see the sign shortly. So if you turn left into here and then turn immediately right once you've gone in. So we go in here. So we've got down to Ilfracombe, we've come into the Hillsborough Car Park, and we've parked on the right hand side in the motorhome parking. We've paid for 3 hours, it was £4.50. There's no marked bays, you just find somewhere safe and sensible to park. You can probably see the view there. So we're parked at the bottom of the car park, and that's the sea through the trees. So we're going to follow the footpath down the side of that building there. We're going to venture down there, and that should take us back down to the harbour, all being well. If you've got a dog with you, then it's a great place to let them charge around. It looks quite popular. We're just getting Fudge out now. Here's Fudge. There he is. You ready for the sea, Fudge? So yeah, so we're going to venture down to the centre. So we'll show you a bit more when we get down there and see what it's all about. So we've cut down. We've literally just sort of followed the road, I suppose you could say, really. And we've come down to this bit here, so we're much nearer the water now, as you can see, and we're going to follow this around to the harbour, which is sort of straight ahead of us, as far as I know. This is the Marine Drive parking area. As I say, there's loads of car parks, but that's that one. There's a strange statue over there.
Quite a skill.
What?
Paddling out like that.
Oh yeah. So we've walked away from the harbour, which is that way. We've walked straight up, and then we get to like this sort of grassed area. We're walking that way. You can see the sea in the background. So this is like a park area that's just sort of as you head out of the town. There's a Wetherspoons over there if you like a lunch that's good value. Past a few nice little shops, but yeah, this is like some sort of like a hilly part, and then we're going to cut through this gap through there where we can see the sea, and there might be something else down there, I'm not sure, but Ilfracombe, it seems really nice. It's got a really nice little vibe to it. It's very busy as you walk through. There's a lot of vehicles. So it's fairly busy. I'd imagine sort of August time it'll be very, very busy, but it's a big place, so there's plenty of space to find somewhere. And as far as I know, there's a few different paths, so you can wander out. If you see sort of over there, there is a pathway that takes you further round there, I think. You can also walk up that hill, but as I say, never been before, so don't quote me. And I think you can walk around this mound if you go on that path around there maybe. So we'll just poke our heads over here and see what there is. I'm walking as fast as I can. I've only got little legs. So let's have a look. Yeah, so you can get down here. It's like a little beach, look. So it looks like there's a couple of ways down. Over there, there's some steps just over there. And then there's a ramp over there. So if you've got wheels, you can get down still. And it's what it's that grey sand. I always call it like volcanic sand. So it's grey sand here, whereas at Woolacam's more proper sand. But yeah, I think you can carry on walking along straight opposite and around the headland. So shall we carry on walking around there, Jules?
Absolutely.
And you can cut through up there. There is a path up there as well. But yeah, it's really nice, a really nice place. Fudge is enjoying it. That wasn't Fudge, that's someone else's dog, and they haven't picked it up. But yeah, super. Right, so we will continue our wanderings over there, I think. So we took the high road and we've come up the hill. The bottom path, it does actually just come to an end down there, so we've taken the high path, and wow, the views are amazing. I mean, it's middle of April. I've got my coat on because although the sun's out, there's a really cold north wind, so I'd say temperature wise it's probably only about, I don't know, 13 degrees if that, but once the sun's warmed it through, it'll be a lovely day. But there's not a cloud in the sky, it's absolutely beautiful. And if you've never been to the North Coast of Devon, it is very different, isn't it, in feel to the south coast, because we've done a bit of the south, and the south's much flatter, obviously in parts. It's more, you've got more of the sandy beaches, whereas the North Coast quite rugged. You can see from all the rocks and the headland, much hillier as well. So if you struggle with hills, one to bear in mind. I'd say definitely electric bikes are a good idea for around here for getting about, or you just have to be pretty nimble on your toes. So yeah, amazing. We'll carry on exploring. So yeah, we'll potter on. We're going to carry on through this gap in the rock here. I'm not sure where this pops us out. And interesting enough, just to mention, we've just watched a ticket, traffic warden, I don't know what you call it, what you call it, parking enforcement officer, giving a motorhome a ticket in one of the car parks because their front wheels were not in a bay. It's a big thing. We found around the southwest, haven't we, Jules, when we've been around in like our little mini matrix. The law around parking in parking bays, I'm just make this clear if you're coming in a motorhome, all 4 tyres must be within that bay. It's not about your overhang, it's your 4 tyres. So please, the motorhome down there, his front tyres weren't in the bay. They were about a foot out, and he's got a ticket. So, and I know we were saying, you know, at the end of the day, when tourism's opening up, you know, it's like you're discouraging people, but at the end of the day, it's black and white. You're in the bay or you're not, and unfortunately that motorhome wasn't. So someone's going to come back to a nasty surprise, which is really quite sad. So yeah, remember, park in the bays. If you're too big, find somewhere like we found that's suitable for your motorhome. So yeah, right, super. We'll carry on through this bit. So I've just found a cafe called Adele's, which is literally next to where the harbour is here. So it's just up the side street that you walk up there. And I got, well, I got Jules a breakfast baguette. I got a hot chocolate, and Jules also got a latte. And there was nothing for fudge. So I'm going to put the camera away now. I'm looking a bit windswept because it's a bit breezy. So we're going to have these, and then we'll probably have a little further trot round and see a bit more. So there you go, Adele's Cafe. Yeah, seems quite nice. So we've walked back up to Hillsborough Car Park. The motorhome is in one piece. All is good. We've been joined by another motorhome. You can just see there next to us. Jules is now relaxing, and Fudge is about as out of breath as I am. Fudge and I are pretty out of shape. We've spent too long in lockdown at home, so yeah, we're a bit out of shape. So that was Ilfracombe. Really good, really enjoyed that. Obviously we've bailed out a little bit early. It's
Lovely
just
little place, great
yeah,
feel to it.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, really enjoyed that. It was a lovely little walk around, loads of people. Almost could say it's back to normality with people walking around, so it's a lovely feel. Yeah. Great sunny day.
No, it was really nice. So yeah, we were bailing out a little bit early before sort of lunch and stuff.
Before the hordes come.
Before it gets, I don't think it'll be very busy today, to be fair. All the car parks are pretty empty. It's a lot quieter than Woolacam was yesterday, but I think that's because that's got all the campsites around it, and obviously people can go down to the beach, which is a bit of a draw, which this place isn't quite like that. This was good though, but normally they've got fudge shops, they've got ice cream shops, there's fish and chips. I missed out on fish and chips. I so wanted some fish and chips.
Smoothies.
They've got smoothies, they've got everything. So yeah, so that's it. We're going to head back to site next, and then we've got another couple of days. Well, we've got tomorrow, I say a couple of days, we've got tomorrow. So this afternoon we'll have a quiet afternoon, chill out, and then tomorrow we're going to have a steady day. We might go back down into Woolacam, and then Sunday we're heading home. So yeah, super. So we will see you back on the pitch. So we are back on site now from Ilfracombe, and we've had a really good day, didn't we?
We had a really nice day. It was a lovely little trip out and a wander around, so no, really enjoyed that.
The car park worked really well. As I said earlier when we were down there, we did see a couple, it was 2 motorhomes in the same car park that got tickets for being out of the parking bays. So yeah, just bear that in mind. But we found a good spot at Hillsborough Road, didn't we? Hillsborough Car Park. So we parked there, really good. So we walked back up the motorhome. We sat out for a little bit up there, didn't we? Because it was quite nice, and we still got a while on the parking ticket. So we sat up there for a bit, and then we've trundled back. So we're back now. We are going to sit out for a bit, enjoy the weather because it's been amazing. And then we will be heading home in a couple of days. So the next 2 days, we're just going to spend time to ourselves. We're not going to film anything else. We'll probably go back down into Woolacombe for a walk down there, won't we? But no more filming now. That's it. We're going to have a bit of rest and relaxation. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at these places around here. It might be somewhere that you're interested in coming. As I say, there's loads of sites around here, aren't there, that we've even driven past.
It's really opened my eyes down here because I've never really looked at Woolacombe and Ilfracombe, but yeah, lovely, lovely. And we've had the weather as well. I must say, we've done very well with the weather. So,
and what do you think? What do you think of the motorhome, Jules?
I love it. I love it. This is it is worlds apart. It really is. I can't really describe the difference and the freedom that it gives you, and it's just so easy. But,
it's been much easier for you, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because to be fair on Jules, like with the caravan, Jules literally had to do almost everything from the hitching, unhitching, and legs down, security on, get the water, get everything out. It's not because I'm lazy, it's because my back is knackered, and I just can't do those things. So for you now, we arrive, don't we? And it's me that's doing the stuff more, getting bits ready. So yeah, it's been really good. So looks like we've got a new neighbour just arriving as well here. Look, ready for the afternoon.
I'd say probably the hardest thing, and this is by no way, shape or form hard, but is to get yourself level. That's it. You've got to get out, put some ramps down, level yourself off. That's it.
Yeah.
And then literally, for us, it's just a case of plugging in the electric, winding out the canopy, and putting your table and chairs up, and that's it.
So far it's working for us, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We've got loads more planned, so we'll just see how we go. And at the moment, the length of this doesn't seem to have been too much of an issue, but I think we've sort of found good spots and it's worked well. So far positive. Obviously, we'll just wait and see how it goes on, but really enjoyed our trip away. It's so nice to be away again. Absolutely so nice to be away again. And Jules has got his Here We toe cap, look. Yeah. And on a serious note, these aren't in our shop, but if you want one, I can order them. So if you're interested in a Here We toe cap, let us know. But I had that made for Jules because he loves baseball caps. So it's not in the shop, but I can get them if you want them. Just drop me a line or put it in the comments or something. So yeah, so we're going to have a couple of days chilling out, and we'll catch you next when we head off on a trip next weekend for a couple of nights. Jules has no idea, but we will be there. So yeah, super. So thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. It's been nice to have you along, and hopefully we've all seen some nice scenery, places to visit, things to do. So there we go.
And if you made it all the way to the end of the film, thank you. Not a lot of people do. No,
well done.
Good to see.
Yeah, you get a brownie point. But no, so brilliant. So thanks everyone, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.